Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. Here I talk about healthy living as a working mom, and I wanted to do a quick little chit chat update. So of course, during my sip and sits, I do have my coffee. It tastes really good. I just broke my fast after 13 hours, but I wanted to do kind of like a health where I've been update all inclusive into one. So first and foremost, if you're new, thanks for stopping by. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back again. So I've been MIA. It's kind of like my motif. When I start to have a lot of stress and anxiety and don't really cope with situations well, then I have to take a step back in order to go a step further. And so it's been so much going on in our nation, in the world. But mine kind of started before that even occurred. So back in January, early February, of course, I was doing my weekly updates, which are coming back, you guys. So I have that playlist in the iCards above as well as the description box. But I started having like some emotional triggers. Of course, it was my mom's anniversary of passing, but I've been dealing with some hip pain, and I had mentioned that in the previous video. And the hip pain was not subsiding. So it resulted in me having to reduce how much I was running to the point where I wasn't even running or using the treadmill at all. So that was the first shock to me, because I did like a run 1 mile a day challenge in December, and I recorded it but never uploaded it. Because after that I ended up getting the injury, and it kind of just like was a shock to me because I hadn't had any kind of injury this whole fitness journey. And so reducing my activity level definitely took a toll, along with natural stressors. I am in public education and I work with youth. And this is the season of mental health. Even before this pandemic even started, there are some real issues that go on with the young people just as well as adults. And so I found myself working more. I'm not taking my preps at work. So I was helping students 9 to 10 hours straight, coming home and going straight into mom mode. And so fast food started to come into play. If I was meal prepping, it was kind of sporadic. Go to the store and grab like some already pre-cooked meat, put in containers. Everything was already done, and I was just kind of going from there. And I was maintaining. I had gotten down to 178 in February, and then it kind of like steadily increased. It's out of control. It got out of control because the less time I spent on myself helping other people, I wasn't realizing that it was having a significant impact. So I decreased my working out because of the hip injury, was going to the doctor to see what was going on with that. Then the pandemic started to take an effect, so things started to change at work because, again, I'm in public education. So stuff was happening so quickly that sometimes you don't even realize that you're not taking care of yourself until you're like, Dad, I'm just, who am I? I was having a reaction where my eye, and I think I have a photo, was swelling. Like my side of my face was swelling every day because my stress was off the chain. It was just a lot going on. So with that, I realized I needed to just stop and reevaluate. I was eating like garbage. I was overwhelmed. My acne. In the end, as everything came into play, it was just all over. And so I actually decided to sit down and record it today because today I took inventory. I've gained a lot of inches. I've weighed in at 197 pounds. I will insert that clip here while I'm talking. And I have not been in a good state. I've been emotionally overwhelmed and not using the tools that I come in and I really home in on. So today is actually a Sunday, and I just decided I've got to go back to the basics. So I went back to fasting last night. I wrote down what my goals were. I sat down and journaled and meditated. And the main reason why I wanted to come on here is to remind people that when you're in a journey, sometimes the journey is freaking amazing and you're kicking ass and it's awesome. And sometimes it is rough and you have to get back on the road. So if you are here all the time, sometimes you don't even realize that you've gotten off course, and you've got to get yourself back on there. You've got to be motivation. You've got to be accountable. You've got to acknowledge that I am not where I need to be, but I want to get back on there. So I wanted to come on here and do an update, tell you that I'm currently 197 pounds and that I am going back to eating keto. And I don't know what it's going to look like. I am in the process of recording my weekly setup in the midst of recording this video. So that'll be up this Sunday. But it's real. I finally was able to run 1 mile after not running for over 2 months. That's how real it is. And, you know, even though I'm actively been putting garbage in my body and binging and going back to eating McDonald's and stuff that I hadn't been doing. And so I know that people follow, and we're in quarantine. We're in a social distancing. There's no gyms. Even though I've been doing it at home, I'm a social person. So the fact that I've had to limit my social interactions to conversations online with my students, it's just been a struggle. So I wanted to come on here and acknowledge the fact that I'm struggling, but I am actively working on struggling a little bit less. So let me know in the comments down below, how are you guys doing? Like, when you're a person who is definitely like out and about, energetic, and likes to engage with people, sometimes it is a struggle to have to isolate and, you know, regroup. And so I am learning how to adjust accordingly and not let that be the reason why I choose, you know, a burger and some fries instead of making a salad with my smoothie, and, you know, be more aware of what I'm doing in my life and the decisions I'm making. Yes, there's still going to be triggers, but like, there's no way around that, because this is something that I've never been through. The majority of people have never been through. And so there's triggers that I did not know were going to impact me, because it's a situation that I never thought I would be in. But even with that, your girl is still making moves. I still wrote down my goals. I want to be back in the 180s. I want to be working out. If you guys have challenges or anything that I can follow, please list it down below. Maybe I'll start like a Facebook group or something on my Instagram where we can check in and be accountable with one another. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I thank you guys for stopping by. I am encouraged, even despite having this weight gain, you know, we are still in control of our lives. And baby, I am coming back with blessings all over this journey. Summer is not canceled. My body is not canceled. I've got big news and things in store. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.